Hey guys, BuckeyeBreeze here. Welcome to the Halo Fix. Now today, you guys are watching part 2 of my map feature for WiGo Gaming's Tree Hugger. So today I'm actually going to be bringing you some gameplay of 3 different games that we did with the same guys here on the game type, the last tree on the map, Tree Hugger. So I'm going to quickly just be talking a little bit about the game, or the map, the game type, how it plays, and just my overall impressions of it in itself. So the first thing that I have to give WiGo Gaming props for is the design of this map. The design, from the first time I saw it, was actually, it was so cool. And it's shaped pretty much like an octagon for the most part. And it looks like, when I thought of it, I was like, wow, that looks like one of those old-time gladiators arenas. It was so cool the way it everything's set up, how you spawn and you come out, you drop down right into this big, valley with the big walls and just this thing in the center, the tree, and you have to, it's pretty cool. So the design of the map overall, in my opinion, is very cool, and the detail that he put into this map as well, with the trees and the rocks and just the brush that he used the trees for, obviously, the brush that came up, the design of the map in general, it provides a lot of cover, and I was trying to play somewhat strategically in different times. You can play strategically. It's not necessarily gonna do much for you at all on this map, though, because of how it plays, but you can do it, and as you see right there, you can see some of the outside of it, which is really cool in my opinion, how he set this map up. The second thing is the game type and how the game type plays. So basically what this game type is, the last tree, is you spawn out of your thing, and the idea is to take control of the hill that is in the middle. So it's a King of the Hill styled game type, and as you see, that hill right in the middle, you want to take control of that, and each round, I believe, is actually 15 points. Yes, it's actually, each round, there's 2 rounds, and you have 15 points to win for each round. And believe it or not, if you can control that middle, you will win that game quite quickly. Playing with Modest Major, I lost every single game to him, and he was just destroying the entire time, just because he was able to hold down that middle and be able to keep us from getting out of there. Now, one thing that I will say that is actually a really good idea on this map is to use the hologram. The hologram really does distract guys on this map. Believe it or not, it doesn't really do that as well on any other map, but on this map, it actually works very, very well. So definitely, if you guys do play this, hologram is definitely a good way to go. So as far as design goes and the game type goes, it is actually very cool. I wouldn't say it's necessarily amazing, but it's definitely very cool. Now, one thing that I did kind of have a problem with was the spawning of this map. I think he could have done a little bit better job of the spawning, because sometimes I'll spawn up in the top, and then somebody else will spawn very near to me, and as soon as I drop down, they'll hit me in my back. So that is definitely a problem, and considering that this map is designed for 4 to 16 players, that could get pretty chaotic if the spawns are pretty horrible. Now, the spawns aren't horrible, but they would need some tweaking, in my opinion. You also have 3 different loadouts in this thing. You have the energy sword and the hammer, the whole time. But then you also have a choice of the hard light shield, the thruster pack, and the hologram. Now, also, the hard light shield is actually, from what I've seen, is actually a pretty good thing to use, depending on how you use it, because you can block the hammers from actually hitting you, which definitely helps if you're trying to hold down the hill. So overall, this is definitely a pretty cool map and definitely a pretty cool game type at the same time. It's not something that I would necessarily play for hours on end, but it's definitely something that provides enjoyment for a short time. We played about 3 or 4 games of this, and it was definitely a lot of fun, but it does end kind of quickly, and it does kind of get a little repetitive and tedious at times, so I wouldn't recommend necessarily playing this multiple times in a row, but it is definitely a treat to go on and play every now and then. Now, I will put the link to this this map and game type down in the description, guys, so if you would like to actually get this map, you can definitely go down and download it for yourself. But that's it for me today, guys. I do have one quick thing I want to say before this. I am changing how you guys will be submitting your maps, so from now on, definitely message me on my Skype with a link to your map that you want featured, and I will definitely feature it that way. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the Halo Fix for more awesome videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.